It is just one of those ways to stay healthy, you know, Chip. We all need some sports in our life, and we need some exercise so that we can actually stay healthy. Oh, by the way, you guys, have you seen this thing right here? Hey Chip, how is the weather up there? You guys get me? Because he is on my shoulder. Well, like I said, this is Chip and he is my buddy, and he is riding on with us on my shoulder. Now you could basically say that I have got a chip on my shoulder, but you guys already know that this is not true, or actually it is true, because Chip is sitting on my shoulder or on the ground. But you know, I do not have an actual chip on my shoulder. Are you guys feeling me a little here? At least I hope that you are catching my drift. By the way, it seems like I am stuck in some sort of an Egyptian pyramid or something like that. Some sort of a tomb, I would say. And I am about to raid it, because darn it, look at all of the gold that is just lying here up for grabs. But I think that these escape rooms are rather good for me mentally and physically, because you know, this is just great to do. I train the mind. But I will give the proper intro now. Hey, what is up you guys? I am Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am ready for today, because today will be the first day of a new day, which means that today is a new day. Yeah, that is right. That did not make any sense at all, and that does not matter, because we are going to try an escape room. We have not done one of these for a while, so you know, let's change it up for a change. Now this is a new mech mod which is pretty cool. Leave me a comment down below in the comment section if you know or like this one, and I hope that you think that this is pretty cool to do. But you know, it is like Iron Man. It is same old same old. I can just jump around here just like I am Iron Man, and it is cool. That is basically what all the fuzz is about when it comes to these things. Now of course I am better than that. That is why this was just a demonstration of how you would fail in a mech suit. But you know, for me these are not all that hard. It is just a normal routine to follow. And of course you know, and with the addition of Chip in the Minecraft universe, this is going to be a lot of fun. Now you know that I am a little different, and today I am bringing you guys something a little different than usual. We are going to be testing a new cool mech suit today, so sit down and enjoy this, because I am not sure what to expect. And usually when I know what to expect, things usually tend to still go wrong. So pretty much when I have no idea what to expect, then all will break loose, and I will probably end up doing some random things all video long, because everything that I had planned just went to poop. But that might just be me, and you guys may not have noticed any of that yet, and I just ruined all of my videos for you guys. But let's just hope that you did know that, and this is not something new for you guys. So what we are going to be trying today is a new invisibility cloak that Doc Oswald whipped up for me real quick. So how about that, right? It is going to be tight. This is just one big test day, and it is not that deep. Sorry that it is not that deep, but you know, some things just come and go, man. Oh wait, I said that I was not going to be going deep. Now next to testing this nice little suit, I will be doing just a little bit more, because I feel like I owe this to all of you guys out there. I mean, we have not been talking about life as much lately, so you know, I just want you guys to know what I've been up to and such, and I just want to talk a little bit to you guys and show some interaction, because you know the time of the year is coming again, where the days start to get a little longer and the sun starts to shine just a little more often. Not that it is much, but hey, beggars cannot be choosers, I guess. But yeah, so I will be testing a lot of things today, and I will be talking about myself a lot today, so you will just have to watch out for that, because this is going to be great right now, and I can pretty much assure you of that. Well, actually I should not have to, because you guys should know that we are going to be having a lot of fun, because that is just what we do around here, and it is just amazing if you ask me right now. So let's get started with everything now, shall we, you guys? Let's go. But let me just tell you that you guys should not be playing around with this mech thing like I am doing right now. I mean, I am doing it in a game right now, and it is already dangerous for me right here. Now of course, please do not ever do this in real life without the permission or supervision of an adult or caregiver, because otherwise things will be going wrong real quick, and of course damage could turn out to be permanent. Now this will not surprise you, but most damage inside of a game is not permanent, at least right here in Roblox. So when you are doing this in Roblox, still use care, but you can pretty much do whatever you like if you think that this is okay, but still use caution when handling these things, even when in Minecraft, because things could be worse, but they also could be a lot better, so please just use caution for me. Thank you. Okay, since we just died, I have no idea what to actually do in this game mode right now. I mean, I literally have no clue. But that might just be me. I am just here because I want to fool around with this mech right now, because that is pretty cool. By the way, you guys, guys have no idea about this right now, but something just came to my mind. I mean, this mech would have been so useful in so many situations. It is actually pretty insane if you ask me. I mean, what are the things that we could have done with this thing if it not were for this thing? Wait, that did not make any sense right now. I mean, I was caught stuck in a prison once, where I needed to get out. Wait, I will just give you a little recap if you have no idea what I am talking about right now. Alright, so this one has to do with the prison game mode. I know that most of you think that I am kind of a hero because I saved or rescued all of those prisoners when I got trapped in that prison after something with Doc Oswald went wrong. So I will tell you a little bit about that, and actually the big catch to the story is that the second time that I was in there, I actually was not held there against my will. After the first time, I did not get to save any prisoners, because I was so focused on getting myself out. Now I think that most of you would have just said screw that and moved on with your lives. Well, I did not do that. I went to Dr. Oswald and I asked him if he could put me back in there, and he told me that it was a risky procedure and that I might get stuck in there forever. But I did not want to hear it. I told him to just throw me in there and make sure that he did not pull me out until I freed all of the innocent prisoners that were in there. And I bet that you have all seen the footage. It was rough. It was a long day of fighting, but it was worth it. I managed to save so many prisoners that day that it made my whole week. I am kind of over it now, but you know, the high never lasts that long. So with all of that said, I guess that I am not that great at summarizing stuff after all. But as I was saying, if I just had this mech suit back there, then I would have had no problem with doing all of that in that prison. You know, that would just be easy then. But alright, we are getting off track like always. You know, the funny thing about this mech, the mobs around me have no idea what is going on right now, right? You might know that I am pretty clumsy and that I am not that well trained. I mean, you have all seen me run for like 10 minutes and I am pretty much in a dying state afterwards. So that is nothing to be really proud about. But something that I actually am pretty proud about is that I now can do whatever I want with this thing. I mean, there will be no more endurance tests in high school for me with this thing, because I will just disappear and reappear somewhere with this thing. How cool is that? I mean, it is just like this right here. I can do whatever I want and these guys have no idea what is even going on right now. That is so cool, right? I mean, this is just the best thing ever. I wish that I could be using this thing for the rest of my life. I mean, it would make everything just like a lot easier right now. I mean, how cool would it be if I were to use this in every video from now on? I guess that it would be getting kind of stale though, but that might just be me. Maybe you guys will love it forever, or maybe you will not. Who knows? I cannot predict the future. Okay, so it looks like this video should be starting to move any second now, and that means that our little testing adventure has officially started. So please tell me that everyone is ready for this video. So I would like to ask you to remain seated throughout this whole ride and to please keep your feet and arms inside of the rocket at all times. Now it is almost time for this thing to open and we can see what horrors lie behind the earth. And I am not sure what to actually make of this right now, but I guess that I will just go with the flow and I will not be a showstopper. I like how everyone is just sitting here all up in their own business, acting like everything is normal and stuff. I mean, you have got to love some scientists who are just completely enveloped in their respective roles. I think that they call this good scientists or something strange like that. I am actually not even sure, but I think that I am right. I mean, I am always right, so that is not really something that I am all too worried about, if I have got to be honest right now. I mean, look at me, you guys. You all know this. I am a big backer of the sciences, so I am not going to bash anything that is going on right here. But I just feel like with all of the things that the Doc Oswald has done to me, that I can actually be a little more of a prick about things right now. I mean, again, he has come to me to begin to test these things right. I mean, that takes some nerve after all of the things that he has done to me in the past. That is just something that will never change for me. But then again, like I said, I am a big backer for the sciences, so if I actually am able to help, then I am going to do everything in my power to actually help. So to be honest, that is just great on my end. Even though I will mostly be working alone. I do not really like working with other people anyway, because I just feel like most people are just going to be dragging me down when I am working and such. So really, I actually do not mind the solitude at all right now. I am just hoping that I can do everything right so that we can get our butts to Mars anytime soon. That would be really cool. And this mech is as well. Do you guys remember one of the last rocket rides we had, where I pressed a button that sent us off into outer space and stuff? And I was just all like, Let's just hope that no one actually saw the fact that I was the one to push the do not press button, and that might have been a mistake on my end. But I mean, why would you put a button like that in this rocket, and then put me in said rocket and then put a sign over it that says do not push? That is like the sole reason why I pushed the darn thing, and that is because I am a little bit of a rebel, so sometimes I just cannot contain myself and I just end up doing something really stupid that I should not have done. But like I said, I remain to say that I am not the one at fault here, since they just did not have to put a sign like that there with a button like that, and there would have been no problems at all. I mean, come on, who comes up with something like that? There is just no way that I was any bit faulty or guilty in that offense. I mean, I might have pushed the button back then, but that does not mean that I should be blamed for it. I mean, a lot of people push my buttons every day, and that does not make them someone to blame. I mean, it kind of does. But I am trying to prove a point here, so I am just going to pretend like nothing like that just happened in the first place. Actually, something that really grinds my gears, and that is when people use analogies or something like that to their advantage, and when I use them to my advantage they are mad or something. I mean, come on, that is not how that works. I mean, I know that I just did the same thing, but like I said, I am just trying to prove a point here, and I think that I am making a quite good point right now in the first place. Man, these rocket rides are taking like forever. I mean, I am glad that we are inside right now controlling this little thing, because I am really not someone who is able to deal with the cold like that. I just really wonder how some people do it. There is just no way that I could live in a climate where it freezes. I would be cold all the freaking time. So not fun. I mean, it is not like it is very hot in space, or actually it is, but temperature in a vacuum or near vacuum-like space is just weird. It behaves really weird. It is like you do not really feel cold at all when you are in space, but when you are standing in full sunlight, well, it will pretty much burn you into a crisp like immediately. So if you are thinking about doing a spacewalk anytime soon, well, you might want to go ahead and take some sunscreen, because you are going to be needing it a lot in there. But like I said, you also do not really feel very cold, because heat is energy and energy needs to be transferred. This sounds all complicated, but you will not feel cold unless you touch something like a rock or your spaceship, and then you will pretty much instantly freeze because you will lose all of your heat energy in one go. So just make sure that you never actually forget your spacesuit when you are going on a spacewalk. I mean, you should be wearing your spacesuit in space. That is what it was made for. So you better end up using it as well, otherwise you are just doing the wrong things there. But you could also get one of these mechs like me and Chip got, and you will be okay anyway. There is just something cool about these tech videos, just because there have been like a lot of stale game modes lately, and I feel like this is something that does not get as stagnant as the others, because this is basically just something else. Like every time that we are playing it, there are just so many surprises in this game mode that there always is something new to do, and I really think that this is just very cool, and I feel like that is something that I really need right now. Maybe right now we have something that we call clickbait, and I feel like we do need something that is really clickbait. I am kidding, I really never do something clickbait like that. I am just not that person, of course, and that was no sarcasm at all this time around. Okay, please people, I am not even kidding right now. I actually feel like everyone just thinks that I am kidding right now, but I am not. So if you would just want to leave me alone right now so that I can just get my stuff together again and make some more clickbait. Oh my, never mind, I just bamboozled myself by saying that. I am really stupid right now. So what are we actually doing here, you are asking? Well, that is something that I cannot give you a clear answer on. I mean, these mechs are fun and stuff, but they do not really seem to take me anywhere. Oh wait, never mind, they are taking me somewhere. And they are actually taking me to the top of YouTube. That is right, this mech suit right here is doing all that, even though I am already a little bit on the top of YouTube. But this rocket should be taking me even higher to the top, because that is like something that I would really need to do. So if some people would just help me out with these rockets, because I might actually get one of these things to put in my home, so that I can kind of get a mech for like to go from my bedroom to my basement, and to my kitchen. And of course also a mech to go in my living room. But I mean, I am not a real scientist, but I feel like I am not able to do anything like that at all. But that would be it for this video right now. So I will see you around on another world. Let's hope that it is Mars for a change, right?